So I was gonna start this this video with like some cool B-roll or some inspiring thing. I don't know. I was gonna start it some way. But I went for a walk to get a coffee because I really don't know why I got this. It was just it's still not that great. But I wanted to just start this video off with just kind of like, not like being emotional or anything, but just the news about Kobe and stuff was just, I mean, I really didn't like sports that much or at all, and but I knew Kobe, I knew him, and I don't even know what to say, but keep your family close, love them, tell them you love them, and here we go. Roll intro. Also, can we talk about how icy and just gross it is outside? Like, it's all ice and snow, but mostly ice because it's rained here a lot. It's not really snowed here, but it's rained a lot, so kind of sucks. Hey guys, I just wanted to throw this in the video because I thought it was super important. So there's a scratchy noise you can kind of tell in the video. I'm trying to work it out so you can't really hear it, but there is a scratchy noise because of this microphone. This microphone has caused me nothing but issues, and it's just a piece of shit, and I would never buy it again. So I highly don't recommend this mic at all whatsoever. I've shot tons of videos, and I don't know, it's weird because sometimes it'll work just perfectly fine, nothing's wrong with it, and then other times it just goes to complete garbage and it just doesn't work. So I'm gonna be trying to use this lav mic a bit more. I'm looking into getting some wireless lav mics, so then I can just kind of attach it to myself. I'm not really a huge fan of lav mics, but I also don't want to spend $200 that I don't have on, well, I have, but I don't feel like spending it on a mic that, I mean, it could help me, but I don't feel like spending money on a mic that I can't really afford at the moment because I'm in school. And anyways, but yeah, I'm going to be using this lav mic a lot more. But yeah, I just wanted to tell you guys that this is the reason there's scratchiness that you can hear in the video. I'm trying to, hopefully try and get it out enough that you don't really notice it, but it's still probably going to be there. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy this video, and I will see you guys later. Ugh, God, this is not great. It's cold now, and it's just even worse than before. So, Also, super random, but you like my GoPro GorillaPod setup I've got going on? I actually got Gorilla Tape and taped the shit out of one of those hat caps, those little hat things that you can put on the brim of your hat and hold your GoPro. I didn't have a mount for the GoPro to slip it in because I don't know where it went and I don't know what I did with it. I'm assuming it's probably somewhere in all my shit back at home. But yeah, so I grabbed that, and then my my case for my GoPro is broken. Like the little thing under there is broken. Can't really see, but that part is broken underneath. And so in order to hold the case on, you have to, I put an elastic band around it so that I could hold it. So yeah, that's my GorillaPod rig on how I get some GoPro shots. And also, can we talk about this for a second? Like, just let's talk about this. Fuck, I just spilt coffee like everywhere. But let's talk about these for a minute, because these just are shit. These suck so much. These lids are terrible. I hate these lids. And comment below if you hate these lids too, because I vote that every Canadian repetitions and gets the lids back to the way they were, because these new lids just are so shit. They're so bad. Just, ugh. And I spilt literally everywhere. Just, I even spilt it on my phone. Like, that's great. Just, man, just not good at all. And luckily, and also, I highly recommend getting some of these microfiber cloths. They're super helpful for literally picking up anything. Oh man, also I got a super bad cough right now, and it is just terrible. Like, it's just sitting in your throat, and it's just, ugh, I think I'm sick. So that's just fantastic. Yeah, I love it. But we're gonna go through tip number 1. I actually have them all written down because I forget stuff so quickly, and it's not fun at all. But anyways, tip number 1 is go for a walk. These are a lot of tips that I find useful. Not necessarily everyone finds them useful, but these are just tips that I find useful. But number 1, go for a walk. I find that going for a walk really gets my juices flowing. Sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes I just go for a walk and I'm like, I got nothing. Like, just like this morning, I went for a walk, and that's how I came up with this idea. I was like, do you know what? I've been in this groove for like a couple weeks now, and I thought I'd just make a video on how I'm trying to get out of it and how I came to this video. So, but yeah, go for a walk. Just go hang out, listen to music, go for a walk with a friend, go whatever. Just go get a coffee, go hop on a bus or something, I don't know. But just go out and just explore. Just don't even think about it, and I guarantee you probably 9 times out of 10, whenever I go for a walk, I get an idea for a photo, a video, a story I want to write. Sometimes I don't know why, but I'll just come up with like random shit, and I'm like, oh, do you know what, that would be a cool story, and then I'll come home, write it down, and then I'll never look at it again, and it's just, I never am gonna actually do anything with it. I just think it would be a cool idea. A lot of them are like futuristic ideas, so I think like that would be really cool if I could make them reality. I think it would be cool. But anyways, we're going on to tip number 2. Yeah, tip number 2. All right, so tip number 2 is go do something that is not creative whatsoever. Just go do something that is mind-numbing and just fun. Like, not even fun. Just go do something that you're not even thinking about creative stuff at all whatsoever. I find that like just going to like go see a movie or go bowling or go swimming, or I mean, who really goes swimming anymore? Or even go sit in the hot tub if you have a hot tub. I find that is really that gets my juices flowing a lot too. I guess, you know what, now that I think about it, a lot of things I just do just to try and get my juices flowing. A lot of it works. Yeah, a lot of it works a lot of the time. But anyways, yeah, just go do something that's not creative at all. Just, I find it's very, very helpful, and I find going and hanging out with other people is super, that kind of helps, because you're not thinking about stuff, you're just kind of talking and making conversation. And sometimes those conversations just will spark an idea, and you'll be like, oh my god, where was this like 2 weeks ago? Why didn't I come up with this idea? And then you'll be like, oh my god, I gotta go make a video. And then you go make a video, and it's just, there you go. You got an idea. So yeah, tip number 2 is go do something non-creative. All right, so tip number 3. I know I keep looking down. It's because I can't remember what I'm seeing, and I keep like yeah. All right, tip number 3, and yes, I have a Sharpie in my hand because I just like to play with Sharpies, and just I don't know why. Tip number 3: go talk with people. Just go randomly talk to strangers, and just go talk to your friends, your family, coworkers, whatever. Sometimes those conversations will help bring out ideas that maybe you didn't think of. Maybe they'll say something, they'll be like, oh my god, that is a really, really good idea. And then you'll just go home, make a video about it, and it'll be super awesome, and you'll just be super pumped. And you'll be like, oh, now because I made this video, I want to make another video, and then just the cycle keeps going and going and going, and then you got like 4 videos just because of one idea that your friend said. Like, you could go and shoot a Tim's cup, but you could be creative. You could like cut out the bottom and just shoot through the cup or something like that. Yeah, like I watch a lot of videos on just like kind of like creative things, and I think I just got coffee in my beard because there's stuff on it. And now my beard's all wet. That's gross. Gross. Ugh. Yeah, but go talk with other people. I think it's super important. I think it helps me a lot, and I'm pretty sure it would help you. All right, tip number 4. Focus on something small and minute. As in, go do like product photography per se, and just go find something super small to focus on and just do something on that. I find sometimes just the little things will help come up with bigger ideas about just anything. Sometimes if I'm shooting like product stuff or something like that, or like I find something cool, like for example, like if I was shooting this, I was gonna find something on my shelf, but like if I wanted to shoot a Sharpie, what kind of stuff would you put around that? So then it just kind of gets like juices flowing. Like if I go to the dollar store, I constantly think like, what would look cool with this or that or whatever. Like you could shoot a Sharpie with a bunch of other pens around it and have this as the main focus, but you could have like pens and pen caps and erasers or whatever, and like crumpled up papers and whatnot or something like that around it, and it just, I don't know, it's just something small and kind of gets your juices flowing. And it's not like a big picture thing, it's just something small that you can just kind of focus on. And yeah, I find that helps sometimes, just focusing on little things. And yeah. Number 5, tip number 5, limit yourself to something. That means like, just limit yourself to like a 35 mil or a 50 mil or like a 200 mil. I'd say you only limit yourself to shooting a Tim's cup. You have to have a Tim's cup in every single shot, but you want every single shot to be creative and you want it to be different. So how are you gonna do that? You're gonna find other things to surround yourself with, and maybe you want to put donuts around it. Maybe you want to go put it in the middle of a park or something like that. Maybe you want to have someone drinking out of it. Maybe you want someone, I don't know, pouring coffee into the cup. I don't know. But just limit yourself to like one thing, and then just try shooting all of those. Just try grabbing one single thing or setting. Sorry. Oh god, that was really gross. That was all coffee. Man, I just am choking on coffee and coughing and just, oh, it's not good. Yeah, just set yourself just to one little thing, and then just try being creative with whatever you set yourself to. Like, set yourself to, you're only gonna do portraits for a day, and that's it. You're only gonna shoot pictures of strangers, or you're only going to shoot pictures of coffee, or you're only gonna shoot pictures of your camera. Like if you have a second camera, maybe you wanna just take pictures of just your camera, but go put it in different environments, in different areas, in different spots, and go and just shoot that, and then come back and see what you got. Because sometimes just limiting yourself to one thing and not worrying about everything else in the picture is just, sometimes it just really helps narrow your focus and be like, yo, I could shoot this and this is super easy, but I want to do something different. And then you're like, oh, well, maybe I could shoot someone in this sweater and just limit yourself to that sweater. And then it's just, I don't know, it gets my juices flowing sometimes if I'm having troubles, and I'm sure it will help you. Tip number 6. do something that is super boring. And that means just do something that you're like, just like, what am I doing right now? Like, this is, like, I could be at home doing a video, I could be at home taking pictures, I could be out in wherever doing whatever, I could be out with friends right now, I could be watching TV, I could be doing whatever. But sometimes, if, like, I do this probably more often than any other thing on these lists, is I will literally just sit in my chair and just think of shit. I'll just look around my room and be like, you know what, I could easily, like, come up with something. Like, I'm so bored right now that there's got to be something that interests me that I want to go shoot, or something that interests me that I want to do a video on. Like what bothers me? I think that a lot. Like what bothers me? What's annoying? What's interesting? What's, I don't know, whatever. But I find that helps when you're just super bored and you have nothing to do. Sometimes just to get out of that boredom, you're like, you know what, I'm gonna go and just try and get out of this boredom, and then sometimes you come up with really, really good ideas, and it just, I find it helps. Tip number 7. Go on Instagram. This is another one I use a lot. I spend a lot of time on Instagram, probably too much time on Instagram. But I find if I have an idea or something, or I see something, I'm like, you know what, I don't know how this could work. There's a good chance probably someone has either tried it, done it, or does it a lot. And I find if you just search like GoPro, I know I'm using GoPro a lot, but it's just right here and it's just easy. It's either Coffee or GoPro. One of those two I'm probably gonna use. But like if I wanna do like GoPro shots, I'll search GoPro on Instagram and be like GoPro, and then a bunch of stuff will come up, like cool pictures, cool videos, cool like through shots, like through a bush, and you're like, and then it like opens up kind of like a drone shot, but it's not on a drone, it's on a GoPro. I don't know, just cool things like that really gets my juices flowing, and I'm just like, oh man, like that would be so cool. Like we could do, like, you could grab it and have someone hiding behind a wall, and you could just be like, and then just show them, and they could have like, I don't know, like a gun in their hand, like in a movie or something like that. I don't know. Or like you can have a coffee and they'll be like, didn't see you there, like what's up? Or I don't know. But I find going on Instagram helps a lot, because just a lot of people have a lot of creative ideas and a lot of cool things, and I don't usually try to like copy other people, because I mean that's copying, and I really don't sorry, I don't like that. But looking at Instagram and seeing what other people do and what other people have done really helps me do something creative with it. Like I kind of put my own spin on it, kind of put my own, I kind of gather those materials, but then I'm like, you know what, I don't want it to be like that. So then you tend to like kind of find your own style towards whatever you're trying to shoot. Or like, you're like, do you know what, that looked really cool from that picture. I'm gonna take that, but I'm gonna put it in my own style, and then I'm going to shoot it like that. And then you look at it, and then you look at the other picture, and you're like, oh my god, that looks nothing like that picture. But you took aspects from that picture and put it in your own picture, and that's what made your picture. Without those aspects, you wouldn't have had that picture. You wouldn't have just spit everywhere, but you wouldn't have had that picture, which I think is really cool. And yeah, I find Instagram is super helpful. Twitter is super helpful as well. YouTube is super helpful as well. I know I'm just counting everything. But yeah, and the last one, I'm just gonna keep going because it's not really a last one. Instagram is kind of my last one, but I use Instagram, Pinterest, Snapchat, not Snapchat. I use Pinterest, Instagram, and YouTube the most for those creative ideas. Like I said, in my other video, the questions video, is I use those three probably the most, because I find a lot of creative ideas through those. I just look at what other people do, and I'm like, how can I make that, but how can I make it mine? And then I just change it up, and it looks super cool most of the time. And yeah, I just kind of put my own style on things, and I find that I kind of get my own groove. I kind of get into a groove of like, how do I want to shoot this that's different than everybody else, and how can I shoot it different than how that person shot it? Because I mean, that person did it really good. How could I do it better? And then that just, I'm like, oh, well, I could put this in front of it, or I could do this, and maybe I could grab it, maybe I could, I don't know, like maybe I could Photoshop something behind it or something. I don't know, but I find that really helps. And yeah. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to drop a like rating. Make sure to subscribe if you're not already. And hopefully you guys got some good tips, and hopefully these help you get out of that creative block. And hopefully it makes you guys want to go and shoot videos and shoot photos and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. Adios. Bye. Man, I really just spilled coffee everywhere. Like, coffee is literally everywhere, all over my desk. Like, I just can't even drink a cup of coffee without spilling everywhere. It's just, oh god, that's so bad. Man, why is the side of my face so dark? I'm gonna try and brighten this thing up. I don't know why, it's just, the sun is just not cooperating with me. It's just, whatever, it'll be fine.